U.S., wind is rocking Vancouver Island with multiple ferry cancellations, thousands of power outages, and storm surges along the coast.
Richard Zussman joins us now from Dallas Road in Victoria. And Richard, the high tide and the winds have receded now, but earlier it was a completely different story.
Yeah, it was a perfect combination, Chris, and these winds are whacking me now, freezing me to the bone. And you saw earlier today those high winds you mentioned, gusting at times around 100 kilometers per hour, combined with high tide, and that led to high waves. And it has left debris all over Dallas Road. Let me give you a sense of it. I'm about 20 meters now from the water, but you can see the pieces of debris were carried all the way across the roadway, ending up here on the other side of the road. And it's not just debris on Dallas Road the wind has brought. It has led to substantial power outages across southern Vancouver Island. And although BC Hydro has been able to restore power for tens of thousands of customers, there are more than 3,400 customers still out of power right now on southern Vancouver Island. There are more than 20 outages connected to that. But the sense you get from people down here on Dallas Road, the road was closed for most of the day, but people still came to watch the incredible waves. They spoke about the power they saw in those waves, the beauty, but also its ability to cause destruction. Let's get a sense of what people had to say that just came out to take a look at this incredible weather.
Well, it's difficult even to stand up or stand still here. You saw me trying to take pictures of myself. Well, I might have been airborne at any time with the wind resistance I was putting up. I've seen waves and I've seen wind down here. I don't think I've ever seen the combination of wind and waves quite like this. The little pellets of water, they're like ice stinging your face.
It's fun, yeah. It's like, when do we ever get to see this? So it's pretty cool seeing how much power there is coming off the ocean and just crashing into this brick wall.
I'm loving it, man. this is exactly why I moved here.
Cold.
Rejuvenating.
Yes.
We've got a sauna just there, so we keep going back and forth.
Yeah, people pay a lot of money to get this sort of cold treatment. Sometimes at saunas, you get it for free out here today. You can get a sense for my hood, Chris and Sophie. These winds are still whipping, although they're down a little bit from where they were. All the visitors have gone away now, and we'll see what's left once all of this gets sorted tomorrow. Seems the worst is behind us, but it was quite the sightseeing today for so many that came down here to Dallas Road.
Richard, maybe you can figure out where that sauna is and get in there and warm up. Thanks very much for that.
Yeah, I need it, Chris.
All right, for sure. That's Richard Zussman in Victoria for us tonight. Now, BC ferry sailings between the mainland and southern Vancouver Island are running again after some early morning cancellations.
The ferry service canceled the early sailings between Zussman, Swartz Bay, and Duke Point due to the strong winds and high waves in the Strait of Georgia. Later in the morning, the winds died down enough for service to restart, and sailings resumed at 11 a.m.
It was a little choppy from Sturdy's Bay, Galiano Island to Zussman, but it was handled really well by the crew. And
how did it feel? Kind of wavy. They told us not to get out of our seats, and like it's just like back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, there's warnings. They were contemplating not going across to come here because it's like of the wind and the waves.
The high winds and waves also forced the closure of the White Rock Pier. The city of White Rock says closing the popular attraction was a safety precaution, with winds gusting up to 90 kilometers per hour during high tide. Now, in December of 2018, you'll remember the pier was badly damaged by a powerful winter storm, packing hurricane-strength winds. The conditions today nowhere near as extreme. Rebuilding the pier after that storm took 8 months. No word yet now on when the pier will reopen.
And take a look at this. Ali sent us this video from South Beach in Tofino. Foam whipped up by the storm, washing all the way up the beach, into the forest, and up the trails. He says the foam was nearly 2 meters deep in some places. Ali says he's lived in Tofino for 20 years and has never seen anything quite like this.